Sup peoples! So today I'm kind of doing a different video than normal. I've done some speed arts on the channel before, but today I thought I would do something that I've been really inspired by lately. I've been watching a lot of traditional art videos on YouTube by artists such as Drawing Waffles and Chloe Rose Art, and I've been kind of going in deep and just watching a ton of different people. And I'm sorry about starting this video in the middle of the drawing, by the way. I wanted to start at the very beginning with a blank page from my sketchbook, but I did that thing that happens when you use a camera, and it was out of focus at the beginning, so sorry, but I figured it'd probably be better to just cut the sketching process out as opposed to you watching it out of focus while I explain this. But really, you know, you end up with the same product. I'm sure you can imagine me sketching it out, but next time I will get it right. I've felt really inspired, and I really wanted to do the Mermay challenge this year, but unfortunately I got kind of overwhelmed with a international competition called the One Show. The One Show is a big competition for advertising students and graphic designers and, you know, just creatives who want to get into that field, and they enter this competition with a brief and create an ad for it, and I got to go to New York because of it. So because of that, I really didn't get to participate in Mermay as much as I had hoped, because my whole life kind of got taken over. And May is like a terrible time to do an art challenge anyways, because that's when finals are happening and all that jazz, but still, I managed to do at least 2 good mermaid drawings, and then I did a bunch of like really weird sketches that I'm probably going to post on Twitter. But I had this idea that I really wanted to draw Pokemon as mermaids. And for the 4th of July, I actually did a Star Wars Chin-Chow glowing lightsaber mermaid drawing that I really liked, and I'll try to show it here for a second. But then I had this vision of a Milotic, and I really wanted to draw Milotic as a mermaid, and I didn't get too fancy with it. It still just basically looks like the Pokemon, but with like arms and a torso, I guess. But I mean, I still had fun, and I did 2 different versions of it. I did an ink version at work, and then I did this alcohol marker and color pencil version at home. And let me know what you think, because my setup for this video was kind of interesting. I'm used to doing screen capture, and today I actually busted out my DSLR and got the camera equipment on the tripod on my desk and like really tried recording this, and then I edited it, and I wasn't sure if the speed was too fast or, you know, basically what I'm doing. I have no idea. This is new for me, and I really enjoyed it. So since I started talking about the One Show, why don't I just go ahead and keep talking about that, because I'm not really sure what else to talk about during this video. The One Show happened in New York this year, New York City, and me and a friend, we worked on a team together, and we entered our work into the competition, and we failed. We did not get in, we did not win, but we decided after that we would enter their follow-up competition, the pitch competition, which is like the Young Ones pitch competition is basically you get up on a stage and perform a sales pitch. So we made this whole campaign with our friends, and we really didn't want to waste it, and my friend came up with the idea to enter, and I was the only one who was like, yeah, let's do it. So me and her got together on our own time and entered it, and because of that we got to go to New York, because we were picked out of 10 people that entered to go and perform a pitch, and it was a little nerve-wracking because I don't really, if I'm well rehearsed, I don't really get stage fright on stage, but you know, it's still something you're not prepared for. It's like your stomach is always going to do that thing where it's like, oh, I'm not used to this, but maybe someday I'll get used to being on a stage talking to people. It's not too bad, but so the school flew us out to New York for a couple days. We pretty much got there, had an afternoon to eat, and I guess walk around, and then we got to our hotel and went to sleep. Well, no we didn't. We actually stayed up late preparing for the pitch the next day because it pretty much happened not the minute we got there, but the next day. So the next morning, me and her were still like rehearsing and trying to memorize everything we wanted to say. And then we performed, and there were a lot of really nice people there. The judges were great. So we performed, and then we had the afternoon to go and do what we wanted. And then the next day there was a portfolio review, which I was really nervous about. Again, like the day before, we only got to walk around for a little bit, and then we came back and we were still working on our finals and our portfolios for the portfolio review, and it was just all kinds of, we've got so much to do, we can't really enjoy like exploring the city because we have so much to do. And you know, we explored it for a little bit, and then we went back and we prepared for the next day. After the portfolio review, which, I mean, if you don't know what that is, us and the other students who got to go got to talk to professionals and show them our work and ask them what they thought, and it was really cool. We were all like carrying our laptops and running up to the tables when they got empty and showing people our work as quickly as we could while still trying to, you know, make a connection with them in case we wanted to work with them someday. And it was just a really cool experience. And after that, we had a little bit of free time. We went and ate lunch, but then later was the awards to find out like who, like we got to see a bunch of people's work. And I mean, they posted it on Twitter and on their website if you want to see some of the winners. I'll try to put a link to that here, but we didn't win. But the people who won the pitch competition were really good, so I can't even judge. They had this campaign where they would reach out to runners who got rejected to run in marathons. They were really funny. It just, you know, you could tell they were well rehearsed on stage and having a good time. So I did not mind at all losing to them because they were awesome. Then the next day, you know, we were coming home, and so the few things we did get to do while in New York is we got to go to Times Square, we got to see the inside of the Empire State Building. We didn't get to go to the top, but we walked around the lobby for a little bit and bought souvenirs. Next time I go to New York, if I go to New York again, I want to see the Statue of Liberty. That is on my bucket list. So yeah, well, that was the one show. It was really cool, even though we were trying to get our finals done at the same time. Right after we got back, we went to our final class, our final Design 3 class, and that was nerve-wracking. I really just wanted to sleep the whole next day. Okay, so the drawing I should probably talk a little bit more about. I'm very new to alcohol markers. I haven't 100% figured out how to use them very well. That's why I have like the cheap markers that you see me using, but I want to get good at those before I invest in something a little more expensive with a brush nib, even though I definitely want that. So basically I just lay down color, and I know I should probably erase my pencil lines, but this is just for fun, and I'm not worrying about it right now. I lay down the marker, I do the line work after, and then I clean it up with the pencils. I I love the Prismacolor pencils, and whenever I get the chance to bust them out, I use them. So I probably cover up all the alcohol marker. It's really just a way for me to lay down what I'm picturing, and then I go in and really detail it with the color pencils. After that, I will take a Sigma white gel pen and use it to make highlights, because whenever I see other artists doing that, it's really cool, and I'm not great at lighting, so I probably put them in places that don't make sense, but it makes me happy. I'm editing this with Adobe Premiere, which I haven't ever used before. This is the first thing I've ever made with it. It's a little like After Effects, but in a completely different way. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like it works the same, but it all's kind of opposite. When I started editing videos, I used Movie Maker, and honestly, there's a lot of things that it does that I prefer over the way that Adobe works, but from what I understand, Premiere should be able to do all that stuff and more, so maybe I just haven't figured it out yet. And then Adobe After Effects, you know, it's for animation, but you can use it to edit videos, so that's kind of the way I've been getting by in school, but I figured, you know, I should learn Premiere, it's important. But I don't like it so far, but I'm sure I'll get there with it. I'm still gonna use it. I was thinking about other stuff that I could record while I'm actually going to be leaving the country for the whole month of June, which is crazy. I'm going on a study abroad trip, and I was trying to think of some things that I can record while I'm away. And I'll be taking my phone and my laptop, and obviously I want to record things about the trip on my phone, but I don't really know if I'm going to post that here on YouTube. But I was thinking about using the YouTube gaming app to record some app games while I'm away. But while I was doing some research on the app, I just found out that apparently they're going to discontinue the app, which I'm a little disappointed about because I feel like a lot of people just don't know about it, and that's probably why people don't use it, because the app itself seems very good. I've heard that there have been a few updates that people don't like, but other than that, you can use it to stream and record what's on your phone screen, and I mean that can be a really complicated process sometimes to figure out how to record, how to screen capture what's on your phone video-wise, and the app, from what I can tell, is really simple to use, so hopefully I get to use it before it's gone. We'll see. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want more traditional art videos in the future, and goodbye.